The SuperThwak Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the SuperThwak Podcast. Thanks for tuning in once again for episode 68. And today we got some very cool things to talk about. So let's list them off.
Yes. First, we have Microsoft makes a gigantic purchase of multiple studios attached to one large studio, and we'll go into detail on that.
Yes, and the Batman officially has a runtime of 2 hours and 55 minutes, which has us very excited.
Yes, and anxious at the same time.
Yes.
And then lastly but not least, we got our first look at Moon Knight.
Yes.
It's very exciting.
Yes, so yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy this episode.
Yes, please enjoy episode 68.
Do it! Do it now!
Mama told me.
Yo, fuck Puddle of Mud.
Me,
I know.
me and my mom actually danced to Simple Man at my wedding.
I can't believe you. Good thing I wasn't there. I would have fucking roasted your ass.
That would have been great.
Yeah. So you getting that Broken Skull American lager?
I have no idea who would go through. I'll probably have to contact Broken Skull themselves, but I'm gonna
Get
try.
either one. It's the IPA and then there's a lager now.
I would try to get both because the lager is the only one I would drink. I hate IPAs.
The can looks baller itself.
It does. It looks like a rip off of PBR, kind of though.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like the same color of white and red and blue.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they partnered up to make it just because it's cheap as fuck. Arrivederci.
Inglorious Bastards.
Still one of my favorite lines from that fucking movie because he's just all. Because it means goodbye.
Yeah.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Oh, dude, you have to go read that book, though. The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood book.
I actually got it on Audible today. I didn't get to listen to it yet. Because I was listening to, there's a podcast I listen to called The Real Blend Podcast.
Okay.
I don't know if you know the YouTube channel.
I've heard of it.
Cinema Blend.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they have a podcast, and they did 3 episodes with Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, wow.
Interview him. So I was listening to that, and on the last episode, he was talking about the book. So I was like, oh, damn. Then I saw that it's 12 hours long.
It's dope. My favorite, it's one of the last chapters when you read it, but it's all about Aldo Rain. It's fucking dope.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
Nice.
And there's like this whole thing where Brad Pitt's character from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is like in a hotel room with Aldo Ray. So
Damn.
it's like 2 of him.
Isn't there? He was talking in an interview like as if he met these characters in real life.
So, not him meeting him or at least from what I caught, because it's probably around the same time that he did the interview with Joe Rogan. That's what got me to realize that there was a book coming out.
Oh, okay.
He put his stepdad in the book.
Oh yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, and his stepdad mentions him as a kid.
Okay.
And stuff.
He was like a piano player, right?
Yeah,
at a bar.
what is it?
It was a kind of a long name. I forget what it is.
Yeah, it had something to do with like being an actor though. Like I can't remember what it was called. It was like once more.
Famous something? No, not famous.
Bar from.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank.
It's gonna be something fucking stupid simple too. The Drinkers Hall of Fame.
Damn it!
Had nothing to do with acting.
No, but he did say that's where all like the famous drunks would go. Like
Yeah.
the famous, the actors. Whatever.
It's where all the actors would go after they got off their sets.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of fucking cool.
Yeah. So Jared Leto.
Don't. Just fucking don't.
I don't know what to think. You know, I think Justice wants to fuck him.
Are you putting this in the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I truly do. I mean, I don't blame him because sometimes, like, it's like if you look at him at a certain angle, he looks like a chick. I'll say that.
Dallas Buyers Club.
No, not even that. Like, you know Zooey Deschanel?
Yes.
He looks like Zooey Deschanel.
He has some feminine features. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Especially when he shaves.
So you'd fuck him.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying he has feminine features.
Okay. That's interesting.
I don't care. I did finish The Town.
No, it didn't.
No.
Yeah, we're good. You finished The Town?
I did.
Nice.
That movie was fucking bananas.
Wasn't it great?
It was insane. Like, I expected the movie to, like, delve into, like, chaos of all of it. Like, because it seems like it would be a hectic film anyways.
Are you an agent of chaos?
I'm not the Joker.
Okay. Continue.
But Jeremy Renner's last scene fucked me up. I was like, oh shit. Like, there was no other way around it.
I knew it was going to happen, too.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to fucking die.
But I really thought there was going to be betrayal between the two of them. Like, I thought there was going to be...
You
like,
did?
I did. Like, that's what it seemed like it
Dang.
was setting up, especially because he was having that relationship with that girl.
Yeah, that scene when Ben Affleck's like eating outside with her on that patio, and then he walks in. I was so tense. I was
That
like,
was
damn.
fucked. Yeah, it was one of those scenes that you can watch in a film and like you get the anxiety that the people have in the scene where you're
Yeah,
like, oh, this isn't gonna go very well,
right.
Especially with like the way they were talking and stuff. It's just like,
Yeah, and then later on when like he's realized that his boss won't let him walk away.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh,
dang.
and then not even just that he won't let him walk away, but you find out that he's basically the reason that his mom died and his dad's in prison. Like,
yeah,
you're and that came out of nowhere. I was like, this subplot just fucking snuck up on me.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden the ending with that was great too.
Oh yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
And it's funny too when at the very end when he's standing on that dock or whatever the fuck, he looks like he looks like his character from The Accountant.
Oh, dude. Another fantastic fucking film.
Yeah.
The Accountant, because that was right before Batman vs. Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And that got me fucking hype for Batman vs.
Yeah.
Superman. I was like, he can pull off Batman with no fucking problems.
Fuck yeah.
Like, him playing that character being like, it's autistic, but it's more like Asperger's.
Yeah.
And he played that off pretty fucking well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the kid, honestly, I think played it off even a little bit better than he did. But it shows how much control he got growing up. Like,
Yeah.
and that's where it felt like Batman to me. I was like, this is the perfect precursor. And then
Yep.
you have him being brothers with the Punisher. I was like,
That was good. I honestly didn't see that coming the first time I saw it.
I didn't either. It
Yeah.
literally was maybe the last like 10 seconds before they like announced it, where I was like, oh shit.
You're like, damn.
Oh, like, that's a good twist.
Yeah.
But we have had a little more than a week pass from the last episode.
Yeah.
Life has been hectic for both of us, but we did not skip a week. for
Has it been
podcast.
hectic? Yeah, it's been hectic.
I mean,
Has it? Yeah,
it's really
I guess.
it's really hectic for you because your team's out of the playoffs.
I'm glad they are.
No, you're not.
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Because like watching these other games, I'm like, I don't know if we would have fucking.
Oh, dude, those games these last 2 days have been fucking
Especially
rough.
yesterday.
Both of those games.
Both those games are fucking amazing. I was so pissed that the Bills' defense really fucked them over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you never. That just like shows you that you shouldn't play prevent defense.
Yeah.
I hate when they play that deep and they lead like everything was getting thrown underneath and it was going for like 10 plus yards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
I was just happy that I don't have to watch another Tom Brady Super Bowl this year.
I know. I was so happy about
I
that.
was
I thought the
fucking ready
Rams
to
were gonna
jump
fucking
for joy.
blow it.
I
They were
did too.
giving him the game.
Dude, they had the lead the whole fucking game. In that last like quarter and a half, they fucked everything up. Game ties, and I was like, "Ah, you gotta be fucking kidding me!"
Matt Stafford throws a couple bombs and then so-
Field goal 30-27. I was like, well, that was like a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. And then the KC game went into overtime too, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like the last minute or 2 minutes, the lead changes kept going
Yeah,
back
it was
and
like
forth.
3 times.
Yeah,
It was fucking nuts.
that was a wild fucking game. And yeah, the like I said, the Bills defense, they couldn't stop the fucking. With 13 seconds left in the game in regulation, they let Patrick Mahomes go down 60 yards.
Jesus Christ.
He got down there in less than 13 seconds. I'm like,
Yeah,
can't do shit like that.
that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, it has been a wild season of football in general because
Yeah.
nothing made sense.
Right.
Like there were matchups where you're like, oh, this team's gonna blow that fucking team out of the water, and then they get fucking bent over and destroyed.
Yeah.
It made no sense half of the season.
Yeah, it's like that game against the Chargers and the Texans. Chargers were supposed to blow the Texans out, but it was the opposite way around. The Texans were like one of the worst teams in the league.
Well, and KC got blown up by a couple of trash teams this year.
Yeah, early on.
Yeah.
That's when they weren't like didn't look good at all. And they were like 4-4, and then at that point, of course, the first time they played the Raiders, that's when they got their stride going, and I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm just happy that this year is almost done. And
yeah.
I'm do you watch the Pro Bowl every year?
No.
That's
That's the one thing I don't watch. I'm like, I'm not interested in the Pro Bowl.
I was like, if I knew anybody who would watch the Pro Bowl, I figured it would be you.
I used to,
Yeah.
but then
I think
you
I've
realize,
watched one.
Yeah, and then you realize they're not really playing super hard.
Well, they're barely fucking playing.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to watch, like, they didn't do it last year because of COVID, but the Pro Bowl, like, they'd play dodgeball against each other, and they'd do different drills, like, competitions. I watch that.
Nice.
But the actual game itself, I don't watch.
yeah. I think I've watched more, what are they called? Like, the training camp at the beginning of the year for the drafts.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched more of that than I have, like,
Okay.
actual Pro Bowl games.
Okay.
I don't know why. I think it's more exciting to see someone, like, on their way up than it is to see a bunch of dudes who beat the shit out of each other every week.
Yeah.
Shake hands and play together.
Right. And you guys are, the Broncos, like, you guys are narrowing down your coaching search.
Yeah, it looks like it's either going to Dan Quinn, or a lot of people are wanting the defensive guy from KC. If KC even lets him go.
Yeah, he's the offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he even played at CSU, too. He was a really good running back, yeah.
Nice.
And a guy who got a second interview is Nathaniel Hackett, who's the offensive coordinator for the Packers. Which
Okay.
that would be a really good pick. If I was you guys, I'd pick an offensive-minded head coach.
Yeah.
That way, if you draft a quarterback, you can have better chance of developing that quarterback.
And I think Dan Quinn, he's a Seahawks guy. I can't remember what, but I'm pretty sure he's offense.
He's defensive coordinator.
He's defensive?
Yeah, he's the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys this year, and last year he was the head coach of the Falcons. He was the head coach of the Falcons for a while.
Oh, okay.
And then so I don't know. I don't think he hasn't made it in Dallas, so I don't know if he'll actually leave or not. So that'd be interesting. I think Nathaniel Hackett would be the guy for you.
I mean, I'll be happy to see something new at least, because fucking homeboy was killing me the last couple years. Like,
he's a fantastic defensive coordinator,
Oh, yeah.
but as a head coach, it's like not it.
well, and I like how it's irritating, because, like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't a huge fan of what was his name, the coach we had a couple years
before Big Fangio, Vance Joseph.
Yes, I wasn't like crazy about him, but I honestly liked our direction with him more than what we've had. And now
Yeah.
he's in Miami.
He's a defensive coordinator for the Cardinals ever since he left the Broncos. He's been
Okay.
the DC over there. I think he'll get another shot eventually. I don't think it'll be this year,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It'll definitely be interesting to see where the Broncos end up. And honestly, like, the Raiders surprised me a lot this year, so I expect them to do some better things going forward.
Yeah. Especially because the Raiders are taking their time with hiring a GM and a coach, which is good to see because they usually don't.
Yeah.
They usually fucking jump on shit, and
Oh,
it's like not good. So.
Well, you also have a different man in charge the last couple of years than the 30 years before that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're related, but you can
And
tell-
this guy, and at least Al Davis, he knew football. He's a football guy, but Mark Davis don't know a fucking thing about football. That's why he gave John Gruden as much power as he did and as much money as he did.
I mean,
And
but
I'm
didn't
like-
Al Davis make the
what?
rehire for Chucky?
Al Davis was dead. He died in 2011.
It hasn't been that long.
Yeah. He died in 2011.
I mean, I guess you would know, but
Yeah.
that's fucking
And Mark Davis
wild.
has been the guy, owner ever since. But
Yeah.
yeah, Mark Davis is not a football guy at all.
That's what I mean. So you know Shannon, my aunt that we moved from Vegas out here.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to her daughter, and she works at the hotel that Mark Davis lives at.
Yeah, I remember her telling us about
And
that.
she said he's a giant fucking slob, and he's like always has stains on his shirts. I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was good for the Raiders to move out of Oakland, especially with the fact that there's 4 fucking teams, or was 4 teams. Is there still 4 teams in California, or is it 3 now?
You got the Chargers, the Rams, the 49ers, and that's it. There's just 3 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So it was overcrowded. I don't get why we allow states to have multiple teams.
I know, like, especially like Ohio fucking has 2.
Yeah. Well,
Fucking Ohio.
the fucking Rams and Chargers have to share a stadium.
Yeah, and that's because Dan Spanos is a douchebag.
I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, and then you got, so Florida has 3 or 4 teams: Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami. I think that's it.
That's it. They got 3. New York has 3.
Bills, Jets, Giants.
Yeah. Even though the fucking Giants and Jets play in New Jersey.
Well, the field is cut down the middle.
Yeah.
It's fucking, Giants should be Jersey. Jets should have to go to a different state. Buffalo Bills should stay in New York.
Yeah.
Because
they're the best team out of them.
I mean,
3.
not even just that. That is a fact. But I mean, they actually have a specific city in New York.
Yeah.
It's the perfect fucking name for a football team.
Yep.
The Buffalo Bills.
And if out of the 2, the Giants and the Jets, I've always felt like the Jets just felt more New York to me than the Giants.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Giants have always felt more New Jersey-ish to me. So if the Jets were to go to a different state, I think it would work better. Even if it were something close to New York.
Which state flies a lot? That doesn't make sense.
Actually, no, it does. You could go to... Texas has 2 teams, so that's not... But I was just thinking like a hub city.
Nebraska.
The Nebraskan Jets. I mean... Yeah, you got to think of a hub city, which is maybe New Orleans? Atlanta. But they have...
And New
Falcons.
Orleans has the Saints, too.
Fuck.
I guess New York is a place.
I mean, that's a big hub city,
New York
too.
City. Like, put them in New York City.
Why not go to, like, West Virginia?
Because fuck West Virginia.
I honestly can't think of any other, like, states that really don't have a team. Like, I mean, obviously you got a lot. Like, Oregon doesn't have a team, which is surprising.
That's surprising. St. Louis doesn't have a team anymore.
Which was a stupid call. They should have stayed in St. Louis. I mean, then again, that's 2 teams in Kansas.
Yeah, and Kansas doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, because they got the Chiefs. St. Louis should move north to Oregon at this point. Or, sorry, not St. Louis. The Rams. St. Louis
I feel like
move across states.
I feel like out of the Chargers and the Rams fit LA more, I think. Because they started in LA anyway, and then they went to St. Louis and went back. But it kind of like...
But then you got the fucking San Diego Chargers became the LA Chargers.
Yeah, and that's because their fucking owner...
Yeah.
I'm like...
I think every state should have its own team, except for obviously the like 16 states that wouldn't be able to have one. Oh, the Arkansas. I don't think Arkansas deserves it. Nebraska, I could see actually deserving a team.
Really?
They are a football state. Their fucking Cornhuskers.
Yeah. I think Albuquerque could get a football team.
New Mexico, okay.
Population-wise, they could... Oh, yeah. Even Colorado Springs, population-wise, could have a fucking football NFL
dissolve team. A team and just call them the New Mexican aliens.
That's fucked.
You know, it has nothing to do with race. Okay. It's Area 51.
Okay.
I swear to God.
Yeah, no.
We could call them the UAPs, I guess. Because that's
fucking
that's
UAPs.
Unidentified aerial phenomena instead of UFOs now.
Yeah.
It's stupid. No, but like...
Maybe South Dakota. Population-wise, I don't know if that would work, though.
It would work. It's a huge tourist state.
That's true.
Because of Mount Rushmore and also Sturgis.
That's true. COVID Central.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, too? Like, before the Rams got confirmed for LA, it was actually between the Raiders and the Rams. Before the Raiders ever got to Vegas. But the city chose the Rams over the Raiders. Which makes no sense to me because the Raiders are the most popular football team in LA. Still, to this day.
Dude, like... The amount of black and white hats that you see just driving through California is insane. I know more Raiders fans in Colorado than Broncos fans half the time. Like,
I know, it's fucking wild. And the Rams almost fit Vegas more, I feel like.
I think they do.
Like, if you're going based off, like, the animal. Like, Rams.
See, when I think of Nevada and I think of animals, I think of snakes just because of the heat.
That's true. I don't think of fucking pirates. Vegas is landlocked.
I mean, I kind of think of pirates, but it's only because of one movie, Miss Congeniality, because they have that giant fucking boat scene at the end.
Oh my God, yeah.
At that hotel. I can't remember what hotel that is.
But, I mean, overall, I guess they fit now in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But,
well, now it's fucking in every casino, every hotel. Like, there's a Raider store everywhere.
Especially since we made the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's, like, even bigger now, I think. I imagine it is over there.
Yeah. And that stadium is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like,
it's wild to see in person.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that.
That was amazing going and seeing, and then, but it's different seeing it at night too, because the stadium's just fucking lit up, and
they got that screen on the outside working now too.
Oh yeah.
So
I saw that in December when we went.
Nice.
It was really dope.
The Broncos need a new stadium at this point. They need to catch up with the times.
They either need a new stadium or they just need to renovate the whole fucking place.
Yeah.
Which I think would be more feasible money-wise, because it's still a fairly new stadium compared to a lot of other places.
Yeah, 2002 is when it was built.
Yeah. I remember going the season that it opened, and it was fucking just nuts. Like
state of the art.
Yeah, everything seemed brand new, and now we're like 20 years removed, and we're like, this is a piece of shit.
Yeah, because like you look at Vegas, the new SoFi Stadium in LA,
even
that's probably
Levi's
the nicest one.
In San Fran is fucking nice.
Yeah, it's like a stereotypical like outdoor stadium, but it looks modern as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And Atlanta, their stadium is wild looking. Minnesota.
I think that what Denver should do is put in a retractable dome.
Yeah, because you could host the Super Bowl here.
Oh yeah, it's just it gets cold, but if you can keep the snow off the ground, it'd be great.
Yeah.
So, and you can throw on some fucking heaters if you have a dome.
Yeah.
So
that'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be really dope. But that Green Bay game did look crazy this week with the snow.
Yeah, and the Green Bay Packers fucking sucked it up big time.
Aaron Rodgers was trying so fucking hard, but the O-line kept collapsing.
He tried up to a point, and then it looked like he gave up, which he almost always does in the playoffs. If you look at his playoff career, and now he's 0-4 against the 49ers in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Some of the play calling on that was fucking really stupid.
Their special teams suck.
Yeah, that was awful. Was it that game that had the blocked field goal at the end?
Had a blocked field goal, and the 49ers blocked their punt, and they brought it in for a touchdown. I'm like, what the fuck?
That was bad, dude.
Yeah. And now Aaron Rodgers might not even be in Green Bay next year.
They said that at the beginning of this year, too.
Yeah, and now it's looking even more like that.
I'd be okay with it.
And the rumors that Nathaniel Hackett, who's the OC over there, got a second interview with you guys, and there's rumors that he could bring Rodgers over.
If that were the case, I'm not saying it would make everything perfect, because we still have a lot of work to do.
Honestly, all you need is a QB. Your O-line is way better than it was 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Your defense is already solid. Your defense, if anything, is you don't even need to change anything on the defense.
As long as we don't have two gloves Teddy anymore, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's literally all you need is a fucking quarterback, because you got all the weapons in the world, and your line is good.
I just want to make one note real quick. I think this is the longest we've ever talked about football on this podcast.
I like it.
I know you do, because I see you fucking cheesing from ear to ear. But we do have a couple things to get to. But before we do, because we didn't actually get to it, how was your week?
Oh, my week was a week, and that's all I'll say.
You motherfucker! God.
No, it was good. I don't recall anything that happened.
It sounds like a great week.
Yeah.
You don't remember anything?
It's just one of those days. Limp Bizkit.
I think. Oh, so that's the only thing I can listen to in my car right now is that CD.
Significant Other by Limp Bizkit? Or what CD are you talking about?
$3 Bill.
Oh, $3 Bill? Yeah. Oh, that's a classic, yeah.
Actually, Chocolate Starfish is the one that has that song on the album, huh?
Break Stuff?
Yeah.
No, that's on Significant Other.
I'm tripping then.
Yeah.
Either way, my wife broke the screen in the car when she was cleaning it, so now we can't put Bluetooth on. So
how the fuck that happened?
She must have elbowed it or something.
Damn, it's sensitive as shit.
Yeah.
Man.
That's modern technology.
Yes. So how was your week?
Other
than that,
I mean, it's been busy at the liquor store, just trying to catch up on some stuff. Done a lot of cleaning because when my aunt got sick before she passed away, everything went downhill.
Right.
And I don't want to talk shit. I'm obviously not about her. About
talk that shit.
Some of the employees are extremely lazy. That's all I'll say.
Really? Do you have a lot of employees?
3.
Do you boss them around like
4.
unnecessarily sometimes? I would.
No.
Go do this.
I try to be nice. I feel like my mom might get that way in the future because like she, no, again, I don't think she'd do it like maliciously, but like she doesn't deal with people's shit for very long.
Yeah.
Without like popping off.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So, but no, other than that, it's been really good. Kids have been crazy. I don't know if I talked about this in the last podcast. One of my sons, my youngest son, right around the last podcast, he's 2-year-old, terrible twos, just going around being nuts. Grabbed my beard oil and a bottle of my like beard shampoo and shoved it in the toilet. And everything I did, I couldn't get it out. I had to like buy a new toilet and switch it out, and that was a blast.
It was that bad?
It was that bad, yeah. Like I tried snaking it from both ends. Like I took the toilet off and tried to snake it from the other end. Nothing would come out. I had to hit it with a hammer to find out what was actually in it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. I was so pissed, but I was like, he's a kid. I can't like
scold him.
Well, I mean, I spanked him, and
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, well, I can't really do a whole lot else because he doesn't even know how to fully talk yet. So he's like, it'd be a lost cause. I'd just be beating the shit out of a kid for no reason. I don't even know what I did anymore. No, but I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just been kind of steady around the house, just fixing shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
With that being said, I think it's time to send the news.
It's time to send the news, everybody. The first story is...
It's a big one. This past week, Microsoft ended up having the largest purchase of any video game studio of all time.
Nice.
We're talking about Activision and Blizzard for $68.7 billion with a B dollars.
So we're about to see like Activision like exclusives.
Oh yeah, like I'm pretty sure that Call of Duty is now going to be an Xbox exclusive. Damn. Yeah. We're talking about the big games. We're talking about Blizzard games like
Whoa.
let me pull up a list of a couple of Activision games that are huge and a couple of Blizzard games that are huge because it's going to be insane. And this is all in the wake of Activision actually getting in a lot of trouble.
For what?
Sexual harassment stuff, especially like the head guys like brushing shit under the rug. The state of California sued Activision for... It was like a drop in the hat. It was like in the millions of dollars where they would have been fine and they would have recovered.
Right.
But it did really bad PR for them. So if it wasn't for that, I don't know that this sell would have actually taken place.
Okay.
Let me see.
Ooh, they could remake Gun. I don't know if you ever played Gun.
I did.
Yeah.
Back in the like original Xbox.
Yeah.
That stuff was great.
They could remake this.
So here are a few and some of these have other studios attached to them, so all the rights wouldn't go to Activision all the time. But like, Activision did games like Sekiro with From Software.
Oh, okay.
All the Call of Duty games. Crash Bandicoot with that wouldn't go to
Activision didn't Crash.
They published it.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't. They don't have all the rights. That's Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Spyro, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So those could end up being just exclusives.
Okay.
Because I heard there was another one in production, and Tony Hawk has his hands on it a lot because he was really pissed at Pro Skater 5.
Well, I want them to fucking remake Underground 2.
Oh, dude, those were great. Especially Underground 2 with all the cast of Jackass.
Yeah, it was basically Jackass and skateboard.
It was fucking great. They also did, dude, it's just like Call of Duty. The prototype games.
Never played it.
Those are great. Overwatch, they publish. World of Warcraft, obviously, that's also Blizzard.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Blizzard did Diablo, I think.
Is it Blizzard?
I want to say it was.
I think it's Bethesda.
No,
maybe I think you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Destiny.
Okay.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance. Transformers games. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which in my opinion is still one of the best and most underrated. It's kind of what kicked off the Spider-Verse shit.
Yeah, I remember playing that one.
The other really good one, and obviously they did most of the Spider-Man games back in the day too.
Yeah.
The originals, the Amazing Spider-Man games.
The movie games.
Web of Shadows was the best one.
Never played Web of Shadows.
It's so good. Like, you end up being able to choose whether or not you get the symbiote and stuff, and then you fight like Wolverine.
Oh, I was going to say Wolverine's in it too, yeah.
and then Black Cat when she has the symbiote, stuff like it's a really fucking great game.
Okay.
It has probably one of the best stories of any. They also did the Deadpool video game when that came out.
That's a tough one for me. I liked it, but I didn't like it.
Why not?
I just remember it not like living up to my expectations, I guess.
Okay.
And I let Justice borrow it too, and I have yet to see it back, and it's been years.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Trying to find some of the games that Blizzard has done, but this is a really weird format that it's trying to show me.
Blizzard.
Here we go. So Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, and Overwatch are their big ones.
Knew it.
I know. I'm trying to think of what other games they've done that have been big, but they do mostly like the MMO games.
Yeah, and those two are the biggest ones, right? Out of them is like World of Warcraft and Diablo.
Yeah. And even then, though,
Oh,
man,
Warhammer. Did they do Warhammer?
is Warhammer? Let me check. I'm trying to.
Because it was a board game too.
Yes, I have heard about it being a board game. So video games, Hearthstone. Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft.
StarCraft, that's the one I was thinking of too.
Well, obviously World of Warcraft. Man, so many sequels to all these fucking games. So honestly,
many games.
it's mostly StarCraft, World of Warcraft, Diablo, and Hearthstone.
Okay.
So, and Overwatch, obviously.
Okay.
Those are their biggest ones, and honestly, the only ones that are really showing up.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a lot of money and income coming to Xbox, while they may be out $68.7 billion. It's going to be huge for them.
Yeah.
So, I know a lot of people are already automatically assuming that we're going to get a lot of Activision games that are going to go straight to Game Pass, which means every Call of Duty game that comes out is going to be free for people who have Game Pass, which is a huge... It's going to be crazy, because that is a huge blockbuster game every year, regardless of the quality of the Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even Infinite Warfare, which most people blasted and hated because they were tired of the futuristic shit,
Yeah.
still outsold most games that came out that year.
Right.
So...
And Call of Duty will always do that.
Oh, yeah. Unless they decide to do what Medal of Honor did, not take another company seriously, and basically get walked all over. That's why Medal of Honor is not a thing anymore.
Right.
So I can't remember what Call of Duty game it was. I think it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one, Call of Duty 4. When it came out, Medal of Honor was like, they're nothing. And Call of Duty's like, this is the Medal of Honor killer, basically.
Yeah, because the last Medal of Honor game, which one was it?
I don't know. I'll have to look at what it was. I heard they were trying to make another one, too.
I can picture the cover in my head. I just can't think of the name.
Dude with the beard on the front?
Yes.
I think it's just called Medal of Honor, honestly.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think they just rebranded the whole thing and like kind of started from scratch again. But I think it was just called Medal of Honor.
Now, all Call of Duty's out. All of them, are they made by Activision? Weren't there some that were made by a different studio?
So all of them are published by Activision.
Okay.
It is more of a whether or not Infinity Ward has their hands in it. I think there's another Raven. No, it used to be Ravensoft, but I can't remember who.
Wasn't there Treyarch too?
Treyarch is another one of the big ones, but that's just another Activision.
What about Sledgehammer?
Subsidy. I believe that's also an Activision subsidy.
Okay.
So they have
Nice.
a lot of studios that are coming with them. Like I honestly I haven't even thought of that. I'll just look up Activision Studios.
Okay. Activision. I remember the logo popping up every time I played Tony Hawk.
Oh, every time. That and the Spider-Man games, it was
Yeah.
insane to me. All right, so Activision. They have how many studios? So they have Activision Shanghai in China, Beanox in Quebec, Demonware in both Dublin and Vancouver, Digital Legends Entertainment in Spain, High Moon Studios, which is who made the Deadpool game,
Yes.
Infinity Ward in Woodland Hills, Radical Entertainment in Vancouver, Raven Software in Madison, Wisconsin, Sledgehammer Games, in Forest City, California, Solid State in Santa Monica, Toys for Bob in Novato, California, Treyarch in Santa Monica, and then they used to have a lot of other studios. I'll just run through their quick names. 7 Studios, Beachhead, Bazaar, Budcat, Grey Matter, Infocom, Luxaflux.
Luxaflux.
I almost said it too. Massive Entertainment, Neversoft, which is one I missed.
Yes, Neversoft. They made Gun and Tony Hawk games.
I used to love that opening sequence with the eyeball.
Yeah.
It was fucking dope.
And each Tony Hawk game had a different opening with that.
It was great. Red Octane, Shaba Games, Swordfish Studios, The Blast Furnace, Freestyle Games, Underground Development, Vicarious Visions, and Wanaco Games.
Okay.
So there you have. They have a lot
Yeah.
that's coming along, and I mean those last ones I listed aren't ones that they own currently, but that's all still. If you just include the ones I said first, it's at least 13 to 15.
And do you think they'll put like older games on Game Pass?
Yes.
Like, or do they only go based off what's like backwards compatible? Or does it matter when they put it on
So
like that?
Xbox has a much larger backwards compatible catalog.
Okay.
So anything that is already backwards compatible will go straight to Game Pass.
Okay. I
'Cause
wonder.
they did that with all the Bethesda games after the Bethesda purchase.
I wonder if they'll put Gun on there. I don't know if that was bad because I know they
It
they
is
put on the
backward
360. Okay.
Yeah, so it should go on there.
Maybe the Tony Hawk games.
I'm sure, even though they don't really need that now, I just wonder, do we get the Pro Skater? I mean, the ones after Pro Skater 1 and 2, I would love it if they are, because I could go back and play, especially the Underground games.
Yeah.
And Project 8.
American
and
Wasteland.
American Wasteland is one of my fucking favorites.
Project 8 was the last great one.
Yeah.
Proving Ground was
Yeah, Proving Ground was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely changed a lot of things, but Project 8 was probably like my third favorite, right behind American Wasteland and Underground 2.
Okay.
Underground 1 was amazing too, but
Yeah.
that's probably like my fourth favorite. But I still need to play the remaster of 1 and 2.
I had it. It's good.
I heard it was
but it
really
just
good.
feels so lifeless.
Well, especially because they had to take a lot of the soundtrack out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can definitely see it being lifeless. What I am really looking forward to is the next Skate game.
Ooh, Skate 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one's EA and will also most likely go almost immediately to Game Pass because they have a EA Play thing that's attached to Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah.
So that'll be really cool too. Also, that is the best bang for your buck that you can get with anything. PlayStation's in talks now to get essentially what is their own Game Pass, but it's going to struggle because they do have better exclusives,
Yeah.
but they've really slowed down.
Right.
So, like, God of War, I mean, and a lot of that is the pandemic's fault. That's not all on them. Because they have Forbidden West coming out this year. They have God of War 2 tentatively coming out this year.
And you got Spider-Man 2 coming out next year, 2023.
Yeah. And I have been binging that one. I just beat it for the second time this week.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
because you got a PS5.
yeah, well, I went... I just wanted to go back and play it with the upgraded graphics and stuff because I had just finished Miles Morales on it too. And it was kind of cool to go back and see some of that stuff. But, like, dude, down to the musculature on, like, his triceps, fucking insane.
Really?
Like, you see so much other stuff that, like, you weren't really able to see before when you played it. Like, it's just nuts the level of detail that went into it afterwards.
And it's crazy because everyone thought the PS4 version was so detailed, and it was.
But now,
It's like-
so, like, it used to be when you fast traveled in the game, it would play a cutscene of Spider-Man on the subway, like, on his phone, just chilling. You don't have that anymore. Like, it's instant load. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
That's the one thing that I will say the PlayStation and the Xbox Series X have done completely right. Like, I don't know what the technical terms are, if it's teraflops or fucking whatever, but the speed on just loading screens is heaven. I remember sitting there fucking playing certain games growing up, and you'd be sitting looking at a loading screen for like what felt like days.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, I don't even want to play anymore.
Right.
It was awful. Especially like big open world games like Knights of the Old Republic or Fallout, stuff like that, where you're just like, could fall asleep before the game actually restarted.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude.
Did they remaster Arkham Knight, shit like that, for the PS5?
for the PS5 now. I'm not surprised that that's the one you asked about too.
Yeah, because that's the most detailed one.
They did remaster those for the Xbox One, which you can still play them on the Xbox One.
That's what I got.
Series X and stuff like that. But I mean, they will perform better.
Okay.
If you play even the Xbox One or the PS4 versions on the PS5 or the Series X.
Okay.
Just because of the processing speed.
Right.
But
it's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's insane, especially just thinking of how far things have gone from when we were kids.
Yeah.
And then I go back and look at other stuff, like you go back and look at like NES graphics and stuff like that. It is wild how in the last 30 to 40 years, the speed in which video games have evolved from going to the 70s with Pong all the way to now. And you have like, did you play the Matrix thing?
No, I can't.
You'll come to my house sometime soon. It's almost indistinguishable.
Like whether or not you're playing a game, it's like, what the fuck?
It's like that good. Like there is a part in the intro for it where you're sitting there and Keanu Reeves is talking.
Oh shit.
And then all of a sudden he looks into a mirror and you realize for the last 2 minutes you've been looking at a like CGI creation and the thing in the mirror is like actually him and you're like, it's fucking insane.
Like it's almost creepy.
It's like the same thing. Like you can catch little glimpses of like the uncanny valley stuff, but like it's almost indistinguishable.
Damn.
It's nuts. Carrie Ann Moss looks really good in that too. Like she's a little bit more uncanny valley than him, but the graphics on the street are fucking crazy because they actually like. So they have this little like thing where you do this like shooting sequence just to kind of see how everything feels.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of free roam the world. And they have it down to like the way the cars crash and stuff is super realistic. Or if you hit something head on too fast, the car will just die out and you can't go anymore. So you have to go get into another car and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. And like controls are like that Unreal Engine 5, that was the best test they could have done to show people what it's capable of.
Yeah.
Now I just wish I could play a game that has actually used it so I don't have to
Right.
fucking sit here and wait forever.
Can you imagine if they did the Resident Evil 4 remake in Unreal Engine 5? Which they could be, because I know that it's in production right now.
I don't know why that gave me chills.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be fucking sick.
dude. Well, and I get on really big Resident Evil kicks here and there. Like I bought the I know we were talking about this before the podcast, but I just bought the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a movie.
I mean, it's all right. I didn't finish it. I fell asleep because we always watch movies after the kids go to bed, and I'm like drained.
Yeah.
I think I had like 20 minutes left, and it's cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of what you got to expect from Resident Evil in general.
Yeah, it's
It's a lot more faithful than the original films, though.
in a review I watched, it said it might be too faithful.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, and there's definitely stuff that they change, or at least stuff I didn't know about, like Claire and Chris. Mm-hmm. But I thought that Chris was a decent casting. I like Robbie Amell, so that kind of helps.
Yeah.
Tom Hopper, a little bit weird, just because I'm so used to like the Dead Ringer visuals from the originals with Wesker, because they got a guy who looked exactly like the fucking video
Right.
game. But I mean, he's definitely serviceable because I really like him in Umbrella Academy.
Does he wear the sunglasses at any point in time?
I think I might have fallen asleep before.
Okay.
I fell asleep before he like makes the turn.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
I just feel like he should have worn them from the start.
Oh yeah, like he should have. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't block too much of a big actor's face
Yeah.
because they'll cry about it.
Yeah.
Unless they're like Jamie Foxx, then
Jamie
he'd be
Foxx wouldn't give
with
a
it.
shit.
Yeah, he's very like I'll do whatever.
He would have worn the mask in Suicide Squad.
He was blue for a whole fucking movie, and you could barely tell it was him. So that man has put up with some shit.
Yeah. I hope Spawn doesn't lose him, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah.
I'll start getting depressed.
Yeah.
Okay, we definitely stuck on the Activision thing for a long time. We do have a couple things we want to get to. Like another piece of news.
Probably the most important, at least a bit.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah. So the Batman has an official runtime of 2 hours and 55 minutes.
Yes.
So 2 hours and they said 8 minutes of credits. So
Okay. So do you think this confirms the Joker?
sadly, yes.
I mean, but we're still excited. Like,
Well, yeah, I'm still excited, but I just don't want to have him too involved.
I just read something while I was scrolling through right before we started the podcast that said Some reports are saying that he's actually the main villain of the film.
And I would be so upset if that's the case.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, I probably might walk out of the theater.
Well, see, and that's the issue that I have with Batman in a lot of situations. I'm cool with a post-credit scene if that's what they want to do, or even just show him in a fucking cell. I don't care.
Well, that's the thing. The only way I'd be fine with it is if, like, Batman's walking through Arkham to get to the Riddler, and you see as he walks past his stall and he says a few words, and that's it.
And I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
I just think DC in general has become so over-reliant on their big names.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Zod in 2 films.
Yeah.
We've seen the Joker in 1, 2, 3.
89, 2008, Suicide Squad. Joaquin.
4.
4. And then if you count Snyder Cut, I guess.
I'll count it.
Yeah,
that
so
was
5.
one of my favorite scenes of the
So
thing.
5.
So 5 different times we've relied on him.
Yeah.
We've barely touched Deathstroke because they fucked that up.
Royally.
And that was a great casting too. I was happy with it.
Yeah. And that whole situation was just,
Yeah.
it's a sad situation.
Yeah. It's fucked.
And now we're finally getting the Riddler, and I don't want him to be overshadowed.
I don't either. Especially I'm still a little bit I don't know if I'm saying the word right. Trepidatious of the rating because it's going to take away a little bit. They're still going to go as dark as they can for PG-13.
Have you read the rating?
Yeah. Me and you read it on the podcast.
Yeah, and it looks like they had like a radar cut and they cut out as little as possible to barely make the PG-13. That's what it looks like to me.
It almost looks like I'll never forget when Bigger, Longer, and Uncut was released.
Oh, yeah.
And Matt Parker and Trey Stone in interviews after the film came out were like, yeah, it was a lot worse at certain points when we were writing it. We kept getting slapped with what's the rating after R?
NC-17?
Yeah, they kept getting slapped with NC-17. They're like, you need to take stuff out. And they're like, so they intentionally, before they got there, because they knew it was going to happen, they're like, they put in some wild shit that they were like, we don't need it.
Yeah.
We just want to put it in there because we know the more bad shit we put in, we can pull out and keep the shit we actually want to keep.
That's what a lot of directors do.
Yeah. I mean, it's smart.
Yeah.
You're literally mind fucking the rating system.
Yep.
Even though, like, if they were to release that film or show them that film that they have, they could still potentially get a rated R NC-17 or a rating above what they were wanting.
Yeah.
It's just because they were willing to make certain changes or certain reservations, they were able to actually get it through.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really kind of hope that's the case with this.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like it.
Yeah, it's... Even that clip, it's... I don't know, it feels like a fucking, like, horror movie.
Yeah. It definitely does.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited. They released a new clip this week from the funeral scene, which looks great. Like you said when we were talking, he doesn't say a single word.
Nope. It's all fucking in the face.
Yeah.
All physical acting.
And which I'm so fucking happy. Like, this is what I've wanted from Batman since before Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Like, even Christian Bale left me wanting things.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell, like, Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is socially awkward.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like he wants to talk to anybody, whereas Christian Bale was, like...
All about putting on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where, at points, it almost felt unfaithful to the character.
Yeah.
Like, I agree that Batman, to a certain point, Bruce Wayne is literally just there to make it to where he still has the funding. Otherwise, Bruce Wayne could disappear and he wouldn't care. Yeah,
and maybe, like, in this one, it's only his second year as being Batman, so maybe he hasn't gotten to the point yet of where he's comfortable as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. And I want to see a gradual increase to that. I don't want to see it just be like, oh, he skipped a movie and now he's perfectly fucking fine.
Yeah.
Like, I hate lazy storytelling like that. And Matt Reeves seems like he does very well. I mean, all you have to do for evidence of that is go to the Apes films.
Yeah.
So,
and then Let Me In.
Yeah. So it's definitely exciting to see a visionary director. Like, and I'm not saying Christopher Nolan wasn't, because he fucking is.
Yeah.
But he's all... And Matt Reeves also doesn't seem so dedicated to the idea of realism, where with Batman you need to let go a little bit of that.
And I think this one's going to be more realistic than the Christopher Nolan ones. It looks more grounded.
I just don't think it'll be afraid to delve into some of the more supernatural and superhero-ish stuff of the comics.
No, definitely not. This one, especially if it is, because he even said in the interview that it's more horror based.
A lot of interviews that he's done, he's compared it to Zodiac Killer. Like, he's based a lot of what the Riddler is off of the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah.
And, I mean, all you have to do for evidence of how well that works is just look at the movie Zodiac. It still stands as one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, and then with it being 2 hours and 55 minutes long, I think there's a really good chance that it could lead to the Court of Owls.
I think it will. I think the report of the Joker stuff is overblown, especially if they were debating on whether or not to keep him in or not.
Yeah.
So, Court of Owls, I think, will be the thing that takes center stage.
Yeah, and I think the Riddler will be obviously one of the main villains. He'll be the thing that tries to point Batman into the direction of the Court of Owls.
Yes,
I think
absolutely. I also think that the Riddler may be at certain points misled to believe, because of Bruce Wayne's lineage and the fact that his parents were, at least in this version, most likely attached to the Court of Owls, that he has a vendetta against Bruce Wayne because of it. It also looks like in some of the trailers that maybe Bruce and Edward Nygma, or what do they call it? Edward Nashton, all grew up in the same orphanage.
They did. There's screenshots of, not the last trailer, but the one before the Bat and the Cat trailer.
Like the newspapers?
Yeah, of them as kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then the orphanage doors that say where it all began. He wrote that on the doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a vendetta from when they were kids, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of ways that this could go.
Mm-hmm.
It also makes me wonder how long was it until Alfred, adopted him.
Right.
So, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of up-in-the-air stuff. But it's definitely the most excited I have been for a film since BVS.
Okay. My excitement for Suicide Squad was bigger than BVS. Before I saw the fucking movie.
Suicide Squad? Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about then.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been that hyped for a movie, but I'm No Way Home came pretty close before I saw it.
Okay, I will say that eclipsed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That was an event. That was barely a movie. It was an event.
Yeah.
It was like in-game level for one character.
Yeah.
Technically.
And for me, at least, it was mainly because I knew I was going to see
the things that we saw.
Yeah. Toby and Andrew. It was like,
spoilers.
it has been a fucking month. I'm not doing
but
spoilers.
there are people who are still... That movie is still pulling in money every week because people still are going to the theaters.
Yeah. So people multiple viewings and shit.
It's going to knock off Avatar.
Yeah.
That's the numbers that
Sure
it's bringing
will.
in. It's fucking nuts.
And I'm still more excited for the Batman than I was for No Way Home, though. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can definitely see... I looked forward to No Way Home just to get me through past a certain portion of time till Batman.
Yeah. And now that we're less than a month away, pretty much, because in January is almost over. We're like a month and a week or a month and 2
like a
weeks,
month and
whatever.
a week. And
February is a short month.
it's going to fucking kill me, though.
Especially like the week before, the day before, going to work. Yeah, it's going to drag.
I'm just going to call it. I mean,
the day of, it's going to drag.
I know I own half of the liquor store, but I'm just like, I
not
can't be here today.
Yeah.
I need to just sleep,
Yeah.
to get through. Oh, dude, it's gonna be one of the. I'll say it here. It will probably, as long as they don't do the thing we've talked about with the Joker, this will stand as probably one of my new favorite films.
Oh yeah,
unquestionably. There's not gonna be a Martha moment.
No, there's not gonna be a Martha moment. We're not gonna see his origin, which is good. I don't even want to see flashbacks to it. I don't mind them talking about it, alluding to it, but I don't want to see it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm definitely excited. There's a lot of speculation we're going to be doing over the next month.
Yeah.
The episode we're going to release right before the film comes out is going to be nothing but Batman for it'll probably be our first 2-hour episode.
Probably.
I mean, I think we're getting close to it on this one.
Yeah.
But so we'll put that one in the back pocket because we have a segment towards the end of this podcast where we're going to also dive into Batman.
Yeah.
This man that we're about to talk about is your dream casting for a Batman. After Robert Pattinson.
Who is that?
Moon Knight.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the Moon Knight trailer came out.
It looks really good, actually.
Yeah, you didn't really get a whole lot from it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like familiar with them in the comics at all.
So, some of the big things to pick up if you want to know anything about the show before going into it. Moon Knight is...
I know he has like multiple personalities and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's Stephen Grant.
Yeah.
Mark Spector is his actual personality, like his actual identity. And I'm pretty sure... So he was the son of a rabbi who... I can't remember all the story details. It's been so long since I got into Moon Knight. But I think he searches for vengeance for his father or something when his father dies. And he like somehow ends up becoming like a very wealthy man when he like slips into his Stephen Grant personality.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes into contact with this artifact that basically imbues him with the spirit of a god called Khonshu. And that's where the Moon Knight personality comes from.
Okay.
So he kind of pulls all the strings.
Okay.
It's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be probably one of the most confusing things in Marvel, in the MCU that we've gotten yet. Which is saying a lot because we got WandaVision and Loki.
Right.
It's definitely going to lean into the mystical aspect again, but I don't know how it's going to measure up to the magic of Loki, Doctor Strange, or Wanda.
Right, and Ethan Hawke is playing the villain in it, and people are speculating that he's playing Dracula. I don't know how true that is.
Well, especially because of the sun thing.
Yeah, and then Mahershala Ali is rumored to make an appearance in the show too, as Blade.
Because we've already gotten one technical appearance from
The Eternals.
Mahershala Ali.
And I'll never watch that movie.
It's okay. It's definitely not as bad as Captain Marvel. I'll say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would watch that over again rather. And I liked one of the scenes from Captain Marvel. The Stan Lee scene was great.
There's a couple good sequences in that movie.
Yeah, it's just she makes it hard to watch.
Yeah.
And most of the acting was pretty good. Barry Keogh, or whatever his name is, that's rumored to play the Joker, was actually pretty decent in it as Druig.
Okay. Jew-wig?
Druig.
Oh, okay.
He's the only one with a Scottish accent. And you're like, they just told him to keep it.
What if he keeps like a Scottish accent as Joker?
No. Sorry. No.
I am interested. I think he is a good pick to play the Joker.
I
if he
think
is,
he'd be good.
it'll be interesting to see what he does.
Just random thought, okay?
Yeah.
Let's hypothetically say, God, I feel bad jumping around, but if he weren't playing the Joker, who do you think he could be playing? Because it's almost confirmed that whatever character he is the character that's being juggled up and down on whether or not they're going to show it. If it's not the Joker, who would it be?
In a Batman movie?
Yeah.
Jason Todd. Not in this movie, but I see him as a Jason Todd.
That wouldn't be bad. But I'm saying in this film,
in this movie
specifically. That'd be a decent
Two-Face would be interesting.
Pre or post acid?
Post.
Okay.
But it had to be pre because
I'd be cool with pre. Getting
Yeah.
a little. I hate how. I think that was one of my biggest complaints in the Nolan movies is how all of a sudden now we haven't heard anything about fucking Harvey Dent, but he's like the main bad guy in the second one, and you're like, okay, but he didn't show up at all in the past film. Like, it's something that they should have set up prior.
Yeah, have him as just Harvey Dent, and that maybe towards the end of the first one,
and that way you can especially see the Two-Face aspect of why everyone didn't like him.
Yeah,
before he actually becomes Two-Face.
Getting back on Moon Knight.
Yeah, so back on Moon Knight, it's definitely exciting. They said that Ethan Hawke's character is heavily inspired by David Koresh.
Okay.
I don't know if everybody knows who he is, but he was a massive cult leader. Do you remember the name of the cult that he led?
It was the Waco thing, right?
Yes, it was the Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was it Branch Davidians or something
Yeah,
like that?
some shit like that. They had a fucking long-ass standoff with the fucking...
Yeah. They made a whole fucking TV show out of it.
That was actually pretty good. I watched it.
My grandparents said they loved it. I hadn't had a chance to watch it. So, I mean, it's also one of those things that it's pulling off of real life events to kind of bring certain characters to life.
Right.
It looks fairly humorous, but it's weird to see Oscar Isaac with a British accent when he has the Stephen Grant personality.
Yeah, it's cool to hear.
It is, because it's not unbelievable. Like,
yeah, and he like
does
even
it
goes
well.
like in a higher pitch too.
Yeah. And he does it way better than other people who use that as their staple in acting.
Yeah.
Jared Leto. Sorry. We've been on a roll tonight just kind of talking shit.
This
about Jared Leto.
episode's called Jared Leto. That's it.
Just Jared Leto?
Yeah.
Episode 68, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
We've talked about him almost fucking not at all.
The
Until
Curious
just now.
Case of Jared Leto.
The Curious Case of Jared Leto.
That'd be funny as fuck. It's like we don't really touch.
I will say, if there's anything I will ever give him credit for, it's Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Mr. Nobody's really good too.
Dallas Buyers Club. Wow, 2 club movies.
I didn't think about that.
Damn.
And then 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, the first album.
Yeah.
After that, they were trash.
And then no more Jared Leto for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely keep your eyes out for Moon Knight. It comes out
March something.
I'm going to check it just so we're right on the money.
It does come out March, though. I know that. So we got 2 darker superhero things in March.
Yes.
March. Moon Knight comes out in March.
March 30th. Barely March.
March 30th. Oh, okay.
So it's almost April.
Right, April Fools. It might suck. April Fools. You
I
thought
don't
it was a
see
good
it
show?
sucking.
I don't either. This is the one I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
Because the other ones I could give a fuck about.
I bet WandaVision was great. You can't deny
Oh, that one. That's the only one.
Loki was great too, though.
No.
I
haven't even seen it.
I can understand not watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Okay.
Okay.
I still enjoyed that,
Okay.
but it's Loki. You have to. I get that.
Like low key?
Like Loki,
Or
you need to watch
Loki.
Loki.
Okay.
Like
Damn.
it's dope.
Okay, I won't. But all
I know
right.
you won't, but it's the one that if you were going to watch a Marvel show, I would recommend that over WandaVision. It's how much I enjoyed it at the time.
That's because I don't like Loki as a character.
As a character or
Thought
Tom
he's
Hiddleston as an actor?
No, I like Tom Hiddleston, but I think he's the worst villain of all time.
I think he's probably like the second best villain they've done in the movies.
That's true, because that's the one thing about the MCU is that their villains are kind of hit or miss.
And they kill him off right away.
Yeah.
Except for Thanos, which they kept around for like 8 movies.
And he was a good villain.
He was.
Hela was a good villain.
I honestly, I could have done without her. I did
I
enjoy
thought she
her.
looked good in the suit.
I thought she looked good in the suit, but you and me liked her for different reasons. I liked the mythology, but
Yeah.
I also was kind of drawn out of it because of the twisting that Marvel did with actual like Norse mythology. It kind of makes it annoying.
Right, because never mind.
Well, Loki is supposed to be Hela's dad.
Yeah.
So it just bothers me.
Yeah.
I have issues. I'm what though? You were gonna say something.
Well, no, just brush over that.
Yeah. So you know, I'm definitely excited for Moon Knight.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Would you like to tell everybody what we're about to do?
We're about to talk about some Batman stories that we think would work as cool movies.
Yes. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You go first,
All
since
right.
you're more knowledgeable.
No. So there are multiple stories that I think would be fantastic.
Yeah.
You can go with like a more of a love storyline and do the recent comic book arc that they did with Batman and Catwoman's marriage.
Okay.
And she like even leaves him at the altar and stuff because there's a lot of trepidation on whether or not she thinks the relationship's gonna work or if it's just gonna hold him back. Because she doesn't want to interfere with like him being Batman.
Right.
And she thinks that if he has her and they get married and stuff, it's gonna soften him. So for like the sake of the world, and I think there's also another beat to it. I stopped reading it right around there, where there's potential blackmail, but not at the same time. But there's a really cool sequence in those series of comics where Batman and Catwoman go out on a double date with Superman and Lois Lane.
Okay.
And it's actually really cool just like seeing the difference in the relationships, especially because Superman doesn't know who she is, like her alter ego.
Right.
And just seeing them interact with each other is kind of interesting.
Do they have super sex?
I mean, they don't have superpowers, but I'm
The super four-way?
no.
Okay.
I highly doubt that Mr. Truth, Justice, and the American Way is about that life.
That'd be hilarious.
Every time I think about him having sex, I just think of like that scene in Hancock
When
he's
shit.
fucking that chick and
Yeah.
she has to he has to push her off because it would like take her head off.
I thought you were gonna say you were thinking of Henry Cavill naked.
I've seen that before too.
Have you seen him naked?
Witcher.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I mean, he's like bare ass naked.
Okay.
There's a lot of fucking in that show.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Dang.
especially the first season. It's a
Is he
lot.
banging like horses and shit?
There's a horse cock involved.
Really?
No, I'm just saying he's well endowed.
Oh, you see it?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
But no,
I like to think he is.
I assume he is, but you never know.
Yeah. You never know. It could be small.
You never know.
Yeah. Sad.
So that would be a really good way to go. And actors wise, like if you're gonna do more of just like a straight love story, while I do love Robert Pattinson, maybe you should switch it up and go with like John Hamm.
Oh yeah, all these stories that we're talking about, I think we should just base them on their own thing. The new actors, everything.
Yeah. And so if I'm going the love story, I'll probably go John Hamm. And
John Hamm be the perfect older Batman.
oh, he'd be great. Well,
Yeah.
and especially because this would be a Batman who already has all of his Robins and Batgirls and all that stuff. Like all that's kind of almost in the rear view to him. Like this is him setting up his retirement.
like his
basically.
Twilight years.
Yeah. Like I'm just trying to think of who I would go for a good Catwoman, because I wouldn't want to go too old. Like honestly, Michelle Pfeiffer could still pull it off.
Yeah, she's older than.
She's getting up there, but she's not.
She's like 60 something.
Yeah, but she doesn't really like appear that way. Like visually, she still looks young.
Okay.
But even then, if I was trying to go with someone more, well, let me see exactly how old John Hamm is, and then I can give
He's
you comparison.
53.
Really? It's 50.
Fuck!
You were close.
Fuck!
So I think of like a 50-year-old actress,
Jennifer Lopez.
Halle Berry,
No!
as Catwoman for the second time. Jennifer Lopez, get the fuck out of here.
J-Lo.
No. God, that'd be awful.
We don't know that.
I think we know that.
Okay.
I can't stand her. She's decent in a few films, don't get me wrong, but I've seen her in a movie where she was like, it was kind of like an action-y film, and I never wanted to watch it again.
Selena?
Yeah, that's an action-y film. See, and this is the hard one.
50-year-old woman. Kristen Wiig.
No more. She's already had one cat role. She doesn't need another.
She don't need another superhero role.
50-year-old women. Or roughly around there.
Of Hollywood.
It's going to just pop up with a bunch of old bitches.
Oh! Vera Farmiga.
She's not 50.
She's
and even
close
then,
to it.
I'll be honest, I don't like her as much as you do. I'm getting the death stare right now. Aren't I?
What the fuck do you mean?
I don't know. Like, I like her. She's just Jennifer Aniston.
No! No.
I knew that reaction was coming.
No.
Nev
Campbell.
Sandra Bullock.
Nev Campbell.
I could deal with that one, but it'd be weird seeing her in like a semi-villainous role.
I'd love it.
I mean, I could dig it.
You could dig it.
Get out of here. Selma Hayek.
No. Maybe.
She'd fill out the suit. Let's just say that.
Racist.
Right? That's not racist at all. That's sexist.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad you called yourself out.
I mean, yeah. If you could get Tim Burton to direct Helena Bonham Carter.
Who the fuck is that?
Really?
Let me see.
Yeah. The chick he puts in everything.
Oh. No.
Oh. she's in Fight Club.
Yeah, no. She's in... Yeah.
Honestly, I could almost see Cate Blanchett doing it decent.
Ooh, I'd dig that.
I know you would. You just talked about how much you loved her in fucking Thor.
Cate Blanchett would be good.
That's... Oh.
Are we going with women of color too?
Any...
Oh yeah, you ready? Yeah, you ready? You already
I
said
said
so.
Salma Hayek.
Yeah. She's white as fuck.
She's not white.
You know she's actually Lebanese and Mexican?
Really?
Yeah. It's a strange world out there.
Demi Moore.
No!
She's 60.
I
59.
know. Yeah, she's too old, bro.
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Lawless?
Jennifer Connelly.
Maybe 5 years ago?
That's fucked. See, I think I'd probably go with Kate Blanchett and John Hamm.
Okay, that's a safe pick.
Yeah.
That's a safe pick.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I think that'd be a decent film. And then I'll probably do at least one more film, but I'll let you run yours first.
Okay. Mine would be obvious. It's an obvious movie.
Is it?
Yes.
Go. Long Halloween?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Give me your main actors.
For Batman, I'd do Carl Urban.
Okay.
Who
I
played
could see
Dredd?
that. Yeah.
He basically is Batman in Dredd.
Well, and if you go watch The Boys, he's great in The
Yes.
Boys, so I could see him pulling off a good dark Batman.
Yes.
Long ears and everything?
That'd be sick.
That'd be fucking
That'd be
dope.
sick. For Calendar Man, I would do Ben Foster.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want him in
you want him as a
But
villain
he'd be
in general.
fucking wild.
He would be. He'd be
Yeah.
great.
For Catwoman's in that too.
Oh, dude, every villain
Everybody's
is in
in
Long
it.
Halloween.
Catwoman, I would cast. Fuck, I didn't think that one through.
So about the age of Carl Urban, like right around 40s.
About 40s, mid 40s. Vera Farmiga.
I'll roll with it. If you're serious about it, I'll roll with it.
Yeah, I'll go with it. Poison Ivy.
That's a perfect ScarJo role with the hair.
Yeah, I want maybe someone. Yeah.
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 She wears a shirt from Arkham Knight. Yeah.
She wears a shirt in Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
Oh, barely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's sexist.
And
I want her to wear a full suit.
what kind? No, I don't want another Uma Thurman suit.
Oh God. Yeah.
And I love Uma Thurman, but that I never saw her as Poison Ivy.
Right.
It was so weird.
Right. Joker.
That one.
Macaulay Culkin.
I'm sorry, that's fucking insane.
I think it would work. That's left
I
field.
don't know. He's cracked out now, bro. Like
He's not cracked out anymore.
He looks better.
He does. He still has the effects.
He still looks like he has like permanent coke nose. So
Yeah.
he took a weekend in the coke nose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he wouldn't be awful. It just
No.
I haven't seen him act in anything and act well in anything in 20 years.
You're right. Jim Gordon. I would have Bryan Cranston.
That's an easy one.
Um,
that's like a no-brainer for him,
Yeah.
especially if you have a 40-year-old Batman.
Yeah. Who else is in that fucking thing?
Two-Face.
Two-Face. Brad Pitt.
That'd be a wild casting.
Yeah.
I dig it though.
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow. I'd have the dude who plays the dad in The Witch and The Green Knight. Yeah.
Fuck yes.
That'd be Scarecrow.
Ralph Innocent? I think is his name.
Innocence.
Innocent.
Yeah. He's British.
He's but you could play fucking Scarecrow as British. I wouldn't care.
I wouldn't care. That voice alone
That
is like.
voice is fucking. That's like voice acting porn. Like that is how good. Like it's just. That was the first thing that caught me in The Witch, where I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like he's
blowing out speakers with his voice.
Holy shit!
God.
No, he's great, and the Green Knight casting for him was
Yeah.
great, just great. Great. I'm trying to think if there's any other big villains in there. I mean, I think you caught most of the main ones.
Yeah, we'll just roll with that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got another story too. That's better than that. But that's the first one that popped in my head.
I already have your next one guessed in my head.
Okay.
It's either one of two.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess them right now, and then we'll see. Either A, Hush, or Arkham Asylum, the comic.
No.
Really? Neither
Yeah.
of those? Okay. So
99999.
I'm going to go with a 2-part sequel film. Okay.
Okay.
First one
Okay.
is the Heir of the Demon storyline.
That sounds familiar. I think I just watched a video about that.
It's Ra's al Ghul.
Yes.
Where Ra's al Ghul is trying to find his successor and picks Batman.
Okay.
Basically, the first film would be all about, and this would be a younger Batman, and you could have films in between. I'd be perfectly fine with it. But
How young? Like 30s?
late 20s, early 30s.
So like year 5-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it would give Ra's al Ghul a reason to seek him out.
Okay.
Because of his skills and stuff. So basically, like I said, Ra's al Ghul is trying to replace himself because he's already lived 700 years or something, or it could be even longer, however they want to say it. And he's just kind of tired of it, so he wants someone to take over. So he like antagonizes and puts Batman through a bunch of trials, and Batman falls in love with Talia al Ghul. And yeah, like in the comics, you could either make it to where she rapes him, or you could do just they had a consensual relationship.
It's like in Arkham City.
Yes. Either one of those would be great.
Okay.
But you basically end it with Batman getting one up on Ra's al Ghul and pushing all that to the side. And then years later, you get a sequel. Preferably a Batman around 10 years later, at least.
Okay.
Where you get the Son of the Demon storyline, which is Damian Wayne coming in.
Okay.
You still have Ra's al Ghul. You could maybe even throw in Deathstroke like they did in the cartoon, kind of having him as someone who was in line to take over for Ra's al Ghul because Batman rejected it. If we're doing castings for this Batman, this is a story you have to kind of stick with the same guy for at least 10 years.
Yeah.
So we would have to probably go with a younger Batman. Probably a little bit larger in stature, not like a fucking Chris Hemsworth, but as much as I love Taron Egerton, I would save him for a Red Hood role. I'm trying to think of a decent Batman right around that age. I mean, like, because that means you're talking younger than Robert Pattinson.
About like 26 to 30.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet.
Too thin.
I can't picture him.
Still the perfect Robin, though.
I can't picture him getting big.
No, that's why I think he'd be perfect as Robin.
Yeah.
Even Nightwing. And Nightwing's supposed to be a little bit thicker, but I'm still fine with it.
I mean, he needs to bulk up, period, because he's too thin to even be Robin.
Yeah. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Paul Walker? Oh, shit.
John Cena.
John?
Do.
He'd be a perfect Superman.
I think he would have been the perfect Shazam.
Ooh.
Like personality and everything. He wouldn't have had to do a whole lot.
Yeah, fuck Zachary Levi.
I mean, that was my opinion the whole time. I like Zachary Levi, but I would much rather have John Cena in that role, especially because then you could have The Rock and John Cena.
Getting it on, yeah.
Yeah. So Batman.
Batman. Mid-20s, late 20s. Yeah, late 20s.
Ansel Elgort. No, let me really look up like 25 to 30 male actors.
What
the fuck is that? All right. Cole Sprouse. Jaden Smith. He's 22.
Jaden Smith.
That's what it says, dog.
No.
Oh man.
Luke Hedges? Nah, he looks too goofy in the face.
That's awful. It's not loading.
Saoirse Ronan?
Yeah. All right.
Well, you're telling me a woman can't play Batman?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's kind of in the name. Batman.
I know.
Just saying.
What is your... No.
All right, so I'll cast while I'm looking some dudes up. I'll cast. Fuck. And this is one where you really can't cast a Damian Wayne until
later on.
Yeah, because they'd have to.
X don't give it to you.
You gonna give it to me. What is that girl that was in the Power Rangers film?
Which one? Becky G?
Yeah.
The Mexican one?
She's Hispanic, yeah, whatever. She's supposed to be of unknown descent. It's supposed to be kind of like ambiguous.
In what? As Talia?
Yes.
I don't see her as Talia.
Really?
No.
Then who would you see?
Haley Steinfeld.
No! I mean, I love her too, but no!
You
She'd be
need
a good
somebody
huntress.
with some sort of accent, I feel like. Like a Gal Gadot would have been perfect as Talia.
I mean,
Had
yeah,
she not been Wonder Woman. Gina Carano. She's too big.
She doesn't have an accent. She's pure white.
She's pure white. She's too muscular.
She's pastel white.
Yeah, she's passed out.
Yo.
I don't know. She probably makes a mean meatball, though.
Born in 1987.
Who?
If he was born in 1987, how old did that make him? Like 35? No, that can't be.
97, 2007, 2017. Yeah, he's over 30.
Then why is he in this list?
Who is he?
Zac Efron.
Yeah, he's way too old. He's like 36, 35.
Yeah. He would do a better...
I don't see him as Batman at
no,
all.
I could see him more as Nightwing.
No, yeah.
I see Robbie Amell as more of a Terry McGinnis.
I don't see him as Batman at all either.
Well,
Burnham?
no. I know what you said.
He's 6'4".
He's also thin as a fucking rail, and he's 31. Jesus Christ. I mean, hey, he wouldn't be awful.
Whoa.
Alexander Ludwig.
Who the fuck that? Brah.
Guy on the left. Left.
Oh, that guy.
He's a pretty boy, but he's a good actor.
Yeah, I don't see him as the Batman.
Especially if he got a little thicker. I'll roll with that as my casting.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Okay.
As Batman?
As Batman.
Okay.
I see almost like if he was in better shape, I'd say Ben Kingsley for Ra's al Ghul.
If we're talking about like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson would be a good pick.
No, we're not doing Liam Neeson again.
Adam Sandler.
What if he like came out and he was the best villain?
That's how we say it. That's Scooby Doo.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't spell when I'm laughing.
Raggy?
I went to go put actresses with an accent, and I put actresses with an accident. Oh, Jesus!
I don't know why that was that funny.
I don't know, but it was.
As Talia?
You know who would be good Talia?
Who?
You could kind of like not worry so much about like the race thing, but Saoirse Ronan.
She'd be good. She can pull off any accent.
That's why I was like, I'll roll with it. Plus, she has an accent. I'm pretty sure she's Irish.
She's Irish.
I could deal with an
Can you
Irish.
imagine an Irish?
I could deal with an Irish Talia.
It just doesn't sound right with the name, though.
Actually, it feels right on to me.
Talia.
Talia.
Talia Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul. Well, especially if that kind of means you kind of got to almost stick with a white guy.
Leprechaun.
Get Conor McGregor to come in. You took me Lucky Charms.
Or who's that wrestler? Finley? Is that his name? The
Yeah.
pasty ass white guy with the red hair?
No, that's Sheamus.
Oh, Sheamus. Yeah.
Finley's an older wrestler.
Oh, yeah, it's a different guy.
Yeah.
I'm out of the game. I've been out for a while.
That was good though. I like
Yeah,
that.
Sheamus probably. Never mind.
Don't do it.
His penis.
No, we're not talking about fire crotches. So who's a decent Irish actor?
I mean, Rachel.
Colin Farrell.
Too late.
Too late. Why is it too late?
I don't know. I've always pictured.
You're gonna say some wild shit right now. Give it to me.
I've always pictured Rachel Ghul as a Puerto Rican. That makes sense. John Leguizamo.
Oh, the only comic book role he should have ever played was the clown,
Yeah,
the Annihilator.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. God damn. If you're having Saoirse Ronan as the daughter, Cillian Murphy wouldn't be bad.
I got one.
What?
Adrian fucking Brody.
That would be fucking insane.
Yeah, he has a nose.
Yes,
I just picture Rachel go with a pointy ass nose.
I could see him, but I think I'm gonna go with Cillian Murphy.
Okay, that's a
Be interesting.
yeah. He's old enough to have Saoirse Ronan as a daughter.
Yeah. And then, like I said, we can't really cast Damian, but kind of getting those storylines would be cool, especially pitting Damian against Batman and Ra's al Ghul trying to decide which way to go with his life.
Yeah.
And then you could do a really decent story with the Court of Owls down the road after that.
Okay.
So that was the long version of my answer.
Okay. Cool. Mine is like an obvious one. It'd be Under the Red Hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that one.
Yeah.
I think
Because that's like a very interesting story to me.
I think it is. Especially after being able to play games like Arkham Knight or even watching the Under the Red Hood stuff.
Yeah.
It's very good and very well done.
And I get to cast a Ra's al Ghul in this one too.
That is true.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. Starting with Batman. I think you'd need a Batman in his 40s. Probably Ben Affleck's age. But
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. Ben Affleck.
That's fair.
No, I wouldn't do Ben Affleck. I would do...
Well, and especially because they already fucked that up continuity-wise, saying it was Dick Grayson, so...
I can't believe that shit.
Yeah.
I need someone...
Snyder's good, but he did fuck a lot of shit up.
I'd go Oscar Isaac for this Batman.
Okay, there we go. See?
I'd go Oscar Isaac.
Told you guys.
Yeah.
Every fucking one of you.
And I can't do Taron Egerton as Red Hood because you already mentioned him earlier.
So?
I know, but
He's perfect.
That's too... I know, but it's too obvious. I need someone different. Nick Lachey.
I think he's older than your Batman.
I need someone probably like mid-20s to 30, right? Roughly.
Who's the guy you said earlier?
Me.
You said someone earlier would be a good Red Hood. Oh, Barry Keogh.
Oh, yeah, but not
Yeah,
no.
yeah, no, I agree.
Not no. Will Poulter, no, maybe he's too ugly.
That one would be so hard to watch. You guys got paid?
I have a hard time seeing him as what he's gonna be.
Oh, fucking Adam Warlock?
Yeah.
He's going to get so jacked and you're going to be like, I see it now.
Yeah, he looks more like Namor to me. I mean Namor. What's his name?
It's Namor.
Yeah, the
I was
fucking-
confused
the
for a
fish
moment.
person.
The Aquaman of Marvel.
Yeah, because he has eyebrows. Fuck, it's Jason Todd.
See, I see Adrian Brody as a better Namor.
Yeah. So I need someone, not Timothée Chalamet, although I want it. He has acting chops to pull off someone angsty like
Oh,
that.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of did something on that level of angst in Don't Look Up. Not like quite as dark, but like he was very emo.
Yeah. He was very. Ooh, I got one. You saw the live action Power Rangers movie, the newest one?
It's been a long time, but yeah,
The guy who played the Red Ranger, he's also in Stranger Things.
I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know his name, but
Give me a moment, and I visually I do think that you're on the right track. I don't think
Okay.
that'd be bad. Go Power Rangers. That's probably the wrong song, isn't it?
Go Power Rangers. I loved Power Rangers in space.
Power Rangers was my shit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like his name is... I don't know how the fuck you're going to pronounce this. It's Acre with a D at the beginning. Like, it's Dacre. Dacre? Montgomery. I can't fucking tell.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
Him is Jason Todd.
Oh, no. So when I was originally talking, I was talking about her. Not
Naomi
Becky G.
Scott? Oh, yeah.
That would be a good
Yeah.
tell ya. Okay. That's more... That's the face I had in my head.
And she's British, so she has an accent.
So it would have worked.
Yeah.
Well, I'll stick with what I said.
I think she's British. I could be wrong.
I'm
But-
sure you're right.
That's who I'd take as Jason Todd, Red Hood. Joker, I would cast... trying to think of someone fucking left field as fuck.
I'll say something after you say it just to put it out there.
Put what out there?
The name.
Joker?
A Joker. I'll let you go first, though.
Okay.
That way it's not tainted if I say it.
You would need somebody around Batman's age. 40s.
I think the person in my head is right.
Yeah, because
Around there.
I would like my Joker to be the same age as Batman. It's more interesting that way.
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
They should be close in age.
So if we're gonna go that route,
The one I have is close enough.
say yours.
Lakeith Stanfield.
No,
I think it'd be an interesting take.
that why?
I like his acting. I think
He probably could be able to pull a lot.
Sorry to bother you. Convince me he can do a lot.
Okay. Army Hammer, since he likes eating people.
Okay, roll with that one. I think he's a little younger though, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he is. Fuck, why
I mean,
is this
no,
so
just-
hard?
I'm-
Why?
You can roll with Army Hammer.
No, I don't want to.
At least people would believe it at that point.
I need a Joker. I don't know why it's so fucking hard.
You're
Joker.
not going with your main pick that you would usually go with. Because
Ben
you already
Foster?
picked him for something else.
Yeah, I can't do it. Let's move on to Ra's al Ghul, Adrian Brody,
Okay. Dig it.
and then it's back to Joker.
Well, especially you got to think of someone who has good physical acting too, because that fucking crowbar is really important.
Yeah.
And do you include Black Mask? I think you kind of have to.
Yeah, I feel like you would have to. I'd bring back Ewan.
Did you see the movie?
He was gay, dude. In that movie, I'm pretty sure he was gay.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
He was very flamboyant.
Yes.
Do you see his other film that I think they released a trailer for today?
Who?
Ewan McGregor.
No.
Pinocchio?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He plays.
Geppetto?
No.
No?
He plays the cricket.
Oh, he plays Jiminy Cricket?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
It's
No,
a
he
stop
don't.
motion. It's stop motion. It's Guillermo del Toro.
The whole film stop motion?
Yeah.
That is a choice. That's
I'm wondering
wild.
if it's dark because it's Guillermo del Toro.
I'm sure it will be. You got Finn Wolfhard as Pinocchio.
Wolfhard.
Wolfhard.
Oh, Finn Wolfhard is Jason Todd.
In maybe like 15 years.
I can't think of a Joker. Ethan Hawke is Joker.
He's like 60.
Oh shit! Fuck, dude. Why is this so hard? I can't. I was gonna say, is it Jack Quaid? Is that
Yes.
his name? He'd be interesting as Joker.
What's his name, son?
Dennis.
Dennis Quaid's son, yeah.
He might be too. I'd take him.
I mean, he's a good actor. He's really good in The Boys.
Yeah, I'll take him.
I almost can't see him being sinister. I think that's why it sounds interesting.
I can. I think you pulled off.
That's fair. Black Mask, were you serious about Ewan McGregor?
No.
Okay.
Um.
This could literally be fucking anybody.
Yeah, it literally could.
Justin Timberlake.
Ryan Gosling.
You went along the lines of I kind of did a little bit,
Yeah.
but you know, yeah, I can see that one.
Okay.
Be a waste of an actor, but
It really would be.
it really would be.
I really wish we got to see Ryan Gosling's Joker in Suicide Squad instead of Jared Leto. Because he was actually cast as Joker, but a scheduling thing.
You got to be fucking.
Yeah, a scheduling thing got him out, and then that's how Jared Leto came in.
I mean, he did dodge a bullet though.
Yeah. I don't know how much different it would have been, but
At least we wouldn't have got the fucking purring shit.
I still like to see a Ryan Gosling Joker someday. Ooh, this would be the perfect movie for it. The new one. Well, it's too late now.
No, it's not too late. You weren't confident with your choice, anyways.
No, I'm talking about like the Robert Pattinson Batman movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Because Billy Keogh, or whatever the fuck is already Joker.
okay, makes sense.
Fucking bullshit. Okay.
Without going, I would just like to, not even actually casting, I would really like to see just a series of films, Batman, where you get to see his relationship with each Robin.
Pause. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool.
Why did you say pause?
Because it sounded homosexual. I'd still like to.
You mean like your shirt? Not that shirt.
Oh.
That shirt.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That shirt.
I Fuck, you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Batman and Robin.
I forget it. Just continue.
That's it. That's all I want is I want to see a Batman and Robin.
We haven't seen a legit good Robin in a movie yet.
Oh, you didn't like O'Donnell, whatever the fuck his name is, Chris O'Donnell?
Rubber lips are immune to your charm. He says charm just like that.
Charm. That, and he was already like fucking almost 30 when that movie came out.
Not the boy wonder. That's weird.
He needed to be adopted by a billionaire at the age of 30.
And I forget. Oh yeah, Alicia Silverstone is Alfred's niece in those movies.
Just don't.
Yeah, that's the only time we've seen a Bat family in a movie.
Excuse me. I need to go cut my wrist.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, that was fucking... There was no reason, like zero reason, to make her anything other than Jim Gordon's daughter.
Yeah.
And even then, we didn't need her.
No, we didn't.
It was a pointless subplot.
I
In a
even
movie
think
called
she-
Batman and Robin.
I even think she said "as if" in the movie. Like she didn't include us.
She did. She definitely did. Her career didn't age very well.
Neither did she.
I can't attest. I haven't seen.
No, I haven't either. I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
Stacey Dash was...
She's a fucking retard.
I'm sure. I'm just saying she was attractive back in the day.
She was attractive back in the day.
I loved her in the fucking All Falls Down music video.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah, that one.
I had to make sure.
I think that's about all we got.
That's about all we got. Now get the fuck out of my house.
Get the fuck out!
Get out!
Was a good movie.
Fuck! Shit!
Ass.
Okay.
All right. So, with that being said, my name is Anthony Stevens.
I'm Damian Leba.
And we would really appreciate it if you guys wouldn't mind following us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the good social media
Tumblr,
sites.
Reddit,
TikTok, Snapchat,
OnlyFans.
especially the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Damian does some really cool tricks. Make sure to follow us on YouTube as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share so we can get around. And make sure to leave a comment. Leave some questions for us to answer in the next couple videos. We would really appreciate that. And make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure to leave a like, rate, and subscribe. Really helps us reach out to other viewers. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.